Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a typical Toyota power mirror circuit and how all the switches and connections work whenever you press the switch. Okay, so the first thing to assess would be where your power wire and your ground is coming from. Your ground would be coming from down here and your power is this up here, that's your hot. One thing I like to do is use highlighters to help me understand the circuit better whenever I'm reading it at a later time. Okay, so on this specific circuit, we have a selector switch, which is going to select which mirror you want to move, and the direction switch or your operational switch, which controls which way up or down, left or right you are moving your mirror. Before you highlight, what you're going to want to do is go through the circuit and find all the switches and mark the switches down what they are over here. So since in this circuit we're choosing the right mirror, you are going to close the right switch right here. Since this is the select mirror or select switch, and this dotted line right here represents that these switches are connected, so no matter which way it is on this side, it's going to be the same or reflected on the opposite. So now that you have closed the switches selecting the mirror that you want to be working with, you are going to close the switches that are related to the down position. So you would look in the operation switch, you would not be using the left, the right would be open, up would be open. Since you are going down, you would close the down switch. The left up switch would be open because you're not using either, and the right down, since you're using down, would be closed. Alright, now that you have closed all the switches, you can go ahead and highlight your circuit to make it easier for you to read and tell the ground from power. The last thing to highlight besides power and ground would be your load, and since we're using the right mirror switch, we would use this motor right here would be your load. Okay, so now in this video I'm going to show you how to perform two different tests. One going to be a voltage test and the other one is going to be a voltage drop test. Okay, so first for a voltage or pressure test, all you're doing is testing what the voltage is at that certain point in the circuit. It's not going to be across anything. Okay, so for the pressure test, all you need to do is hook up one lead to a ground and the other lead to wherever you want to check for voltage in the circuit. For example, in this one we're going to be using position H22, and since this is on the power side of the circuit, the available voltage should be, and it is, 12 volts. Okay, so for the next test, we're going to be doing a voltage drop test, which is testing the amount of voltage being used between two different points in the circuit. All you have to do to hook that up is, right here we're using the outer mirror switch. We would hook up 1 meter lead to one side of the switch and the other meter lead to the other side, and what we should get is 12 volts since it is the load itself.